Hello and welcome to the fifth lecture in our first chapter of Comprehensive Data Science, Machine Learning and Artificial Intelligence course. Now, the portion before this was actually the last we had stopped at this particular point. Introduction to the course structure and objectives. Now, I teach this course in live classroom environment also, and at that time I can easily explain all this because the number of students are limited and engagement in a live classroom environment is not much of an issue. But for an online environment, I would better prefer to use this particular nice image. And the courtesy is Mr. Brij Kishore Pandey, and he has generously shared such image. He is one of very good person for MLOps, Docker, etc. And on LinkedIn, his profile, one should try to follow. Okay. Now, this image we are talking about, and it can very nicely explain what our course will teach and what it will not teach. Because I believe in being completely transparent. For example, at present, AI is the buzzword. So any product which you want to sell, you just have to uh, attach the word AI with it, and it will sell like hotcake. But I have even seen toys with marked with AI and some clothings also. You will not believe it, but I have seen them, which are say AI generated clothing and all that. But fine, that's okay. The issue is that whenever students are learning the fundamentals of data science, they often think that we are not learning AI. But this diagram makes things very clear. You can see that AI is the superset, the largest orange colored sphere. Inside it, there is machine learning. Inside, there can be one specialized area that is about neural networks. And still inside, there is one another area which is deep learning. Now, what our course covers and what it does not cover. Let's be very transparent. So our course covers this entire pink or red colored magenta bubble, machine learning. For example, each and everything here, linear or logistic regression, support vector machine, KMM, decision tree, K-means clustering, and other methods of clustering. There are total 4 methods of clustering. Here only K-means is mentioned. Principal component analysis, automatic reasoning, random forest, and symbols, actually on symbols, naive-based classification, anomaly detection, and reinforcement learning. All this we are covering in much more detail. Even some topics which are not mentioned here are also included. Okay, fine. Neural networks. Now here we are giving some introductory idea about neural networks. For example, this multi-layer perceptron (MLP), this SOM, self-organizing maps, radial basis function networks. Some of this we will cover, but not everything. And this whole area we will not cover in much depth. Now then again, same thing here. We will have some introductory discussion about some of the topics. For example, this LSTM, long and short memory neural networks, because we have taken lengthy chapter on time series, not one chapter, but I think 2 chapters are there. Yes, and in them we will do analysis of time series by many different methods. One of them will be LSTM. Then rest of the things are not much covered. So you can say that this neural network and deep learning are just partially covered. Now, then the question is, what about this portion? That is in the outermost bubble. Natural language processing we will cover slightly because you can see that on each of these topics there can be a PhD level course on only natural language processing, only visual perception, which is often called computer vision (CV), only on robotics, and so on. So at this level, where we have to start from how to install Jupyter Notebook and how to install Python and introductory Python, we will obviously not be able to cover this everything. To learn all these things, it would require minimum 5 years of a person's life. Okay, minimum, I would say. That so if you learn it like university students, that is your full-time business is learning. You are not doing any job and learning maybe 2 hours a day. Then you can't learn all these things, and there is no need to learn all these things also. Of course, we will be using artificial intelligence to learn machine learning. That is, our method will be that we will learn machine learning by old method, because without that old method, without having idea about that old method, and when I say old, I mean it is just before the advent of this ChatGPT and LLM. Okay, so old means I'm not talking about some 20th century method, but that old or classical machine learning, as I prefer to call it. Without having that, you will not be able to use the AI tools. So even if you are given everything AI tools, and if you are given the ChatGPT Pro subscription, $20 per month, your parents or somebody is paying. Still, if you don't know all this, then you will not be able to use your AI tools. Okay, because you have to decide what you will ask to it. So that is very important. That what you want to ask. So that is one thing, and then only you can extract the correct answer. Otherwise, it is like garbage in, garbage out type thing. That if you ask garbage question, nonsense questions to even the smartest AI tool, it will give you garbage answers. Okay, so what question to ask? To learn that, you will you will need to learn all these fundamentals about neural networks. We will be doing it in quite you can say uh, mm, maybe around halfway detail. And as such, it is my favorite area. In fact, my master dissertation also I did it using neural networks only, and they are a versatile tool. That is, if you learn neural networks, then all these things also can be done by neural networks. But the problem with neural networks is we will learn them, then you will see that you have to do a lot of tuning of hyperparameters and all that. So you again cannot jump directly. And deep learning has one issue that say this LSTM can be learned, reinforcement learning would be a bit difficult, and CNN can be learned, RNN can be learned, but rest of the things, etc. And in general, deep learning requires very powerful hardware. So you have to have NVIDIA GPU or maybe other GPU unit, and then you have to have a PC with high-end processor and GPU and very high RAM. So many people may not be having. The other option for them would be trying Azure or AWS or GCP cloud platform. But again, their free tiers are less capacity that you will soon overshoot it, and therefore you will have to pay for their usage. So all students may not have that capacity. So that's why we cannot handle deep learning directly. But I do plan to do one separate entire course on neural network and one separate entire course on deep learning. Okay, artificial intelligence. In any case, so many nice resources are there, and when you are learning this, I hope that with this diagram it is clear that when you are learning this pink bubble, you should not think that you are not learning this orange bubble. Pink bubble is inside the orange bubble. The green bubble is inside the orange bubble. So that means this artificial intelligence covers all these things. Okay. So, and unfortunately, with the machine learning, most important problem is from where to start and in which direction one has to go. So that is what roadmap one has to follow. Now, if somebody would have given the guidance that way to me, then I would have saved maybe around 1 or 1.5 years of learning. But now I know exactly how to proceed. So I say, and you can ask any experienced practitioner, maybe industry practitioner or academician, that you can start with this point only, machine learning. And from there you can go inside green bubble and this blue bubble, and from there only you can go outside. Okay, you cannot learn artificial intelligence things directly. You cannot learn deep learning also directly. These are specialized areas. Okay, while this is the general foundational machine learning. So we have to learn it. There is absolutely no escape from this. So our course covers this area. Okay. So I hope this is now clear, so that expectations and outcomes, they match with each other. But I give you guarantee that once you finish this course, then you will be easily, even on your own, be able to handle neural networks and deep learning. About AI tools, the field is exploding so fast that maybe by the time the course is finished by you, the whole scenario will completely change. That is also one reason why one has to wait and watch for this AI, learning AI. Of course, I'm not saying don't learn it, or I'm not saying wait to learn. One can start with several free courses, but you will not understand anything if you don't know these things. That is what I'm saying. This NLP and this CV, they are, CV means computer vision, they are something which one can easily handle. Okay, because they are old. Old means, again I'm saying that they are well explored branches, and their algorithms and various things are already tried, and there are which tools will work, which tools will not work. Now, though we are not learning some things that may work as a disappointment to some, but in return I am offering something which is not covered in this diagram. See, all these diagrams, they cover something which you will do in your on your PC and in Jupyter or PyCharm or VS Code. That is fine, but the question is how to deploy it on cloud, So we will be learning that deployment of your machine learning models on cloud, so that you will be able to actually see your machine learning model, and you will be able to show it to the hiring agent or someone else, that he can explore it, your work, using the internet. He may be located in Bangalore and you may be located in Delhi, doesn't make any difference. And in during the process, you will learn a lot of back end, a lot of front end designing. You will also learn at least necessary things about various cloud. We will choose one cloud, any one at that time. We will see whenever deployment comes. But you will learn about Git, GitHub. All these things are not covered here, and here our course will cover that. So that means, all in all, our course is will make you a kind of all-rounder, or as in previous lectures I have told you, it will make you a data generalist. Thereafter, you can choose your specialization. You can choose to work with neural networks or deep learning, or maybe you can choose to work with AI. Okay, so this is the foundational course. Thank you.